Hey guys, welcome to my channel. You can probably see by my expression. Well, first of all, let me mention this channel was inspired by a friend of mine. If you want to check out her channel, I'll put the link in the description box below. However, she inspired me to kind of reflect in a way of what has been going on in my life. I mean, let me start here. I've been on a farm for about 90 days. Well, most of my years, first 6 months have been there, but I never really came home in like 80 days. I just got home yesterday, and wow, I kind of looked at myself in the mirror last night, and I was like, what's going on? Why am I isolating myself so much? Yes, I did have activities outside, but why am I not coming home? Is there something that's nagging me? So I soon wanted to share some elements that I have learned last year and this year that perhaps you can use for your own benefit, or how to maneuver through the year or life itself. And I really came to the point where I almost got depressed. Well, I always told myself that yes, I can feel depressed, but I shouldn't allow myself to stay in that depression mode, because that can have very negative impact on my life or effect. So let me just backdate to last year. So last year, I wanted to learn a new skill, something that I should have learned way back in like 2016, but I procrastinated on it. I listened to my friends or family that the normal saying, go to school, get a job, and just continue living in a normal life. But last year really came to a point where I was wondering, what is a normal life? Because I want to be extraordinary. I want to do the average thing or ordinary thing in an extraordinary way. However, it does take time. So last year, again, learning a new skill, I almost crashed. I felt depressed, but I didn't allow myself to stay depressed. And yes, kind of lost some good chunk of money, but I did recover some. Not to say that I was scammed. I mean, this was in my control. It could have prevented it, but I didn't. So yeah, I'm not blaming anyone or judging anyone or just pointing fingers. However, it is all up to me. Everything was in my control. So now, when that point came, I started comparing. I started to be like, but why am I not succeeding but other people are succeeding? That's when I got to realize that in life, our odds of success are different. We may be playing the same game, but our mental models, our physicality, our spirituality, our health, every dimension of our lives are different compared to another person. It's very different, totally different. Hence why when we play one game with another person, but our results are different, it's because of what's happening everywhere in every dimension of our lives. What is happening to him or her, or what is happening to me, it's totally different. So we shouldn't be expecting the same results, but what's key here is endurance and longevity and the persistence to be getting those results. So that's what I really grasped last year, saying that no, I have failed, that's fine, but I'm not out, I'm not knocked out. This is something I can do my whole life. It doesn't stop here. Just because I couldn't get as much returns as I expected doesn't mean I should quit. And that goes to anything in life. If you want to succeed in anything in life, you have to make sure that whatever you're playing is a longevity game. If you have enough endurance to play this game, the odds will eventually fall in your favor. Just like I've said once, that odds of success doesn't mean that everything will go right every time. It just means that yes, there'll be times where things are bad, but it means that your chances of making it are more than your chances of failing. So that's what I mean. That's what I meant by the post. And yeah, it just reminded me of life in general. So basically, me keeping myself on a farm for 90 days, 80 days was a good place for me because I got to see, okay, this is what I'm hiding. So how can I go about reflecting it? Sharing my story with other people, because I know we're all going through different situations, and sharing it to someone, even if it helps one person, I would have done my job. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share. My part of last year, almost burning out and feeling depressed. Now, another thing is succession. Succession in a way, or family succession. I'll be honest with everybody. I was lucky. I was lucky to be born in a family where we're kind of well off. But at the same time, there are other things that disengages us, or in a way kind of lowers our flexibility, if you know what I mean. We are mostly stuck in a box, people who are in a well-off family, because we have to take over from the patriarch and the matriarch. So there are certain things we have to take over. However, the question now poses, what if you want to take over? Or what if you don't want to take over? What do you do? So it is up to us now to talk to the patriarch or the matriarch, which sometimes it can develop a lot of conflict or tension, because the patriarch or the matriarch had a plan for you. It was drafted, it was done, but all of a sudden you feel as if it's not for you. Maybe I'm just too young to realize it now. I might realize it in the future, but at the moment I feel as if I should be expanding to other parts or parts of life instead of just one part, being on a farm. However, this is why I also started my YouTube channel also, to just explore and be able to share whatever wisdom and information that I've learned, so I can put it out there for everyone to take note of. However, with succession, there's also an advantage. Again, I'm lucky. I also have a head start. Head start by mean I didn't have to struggle. I didn't have to go through all of the stuff that maybe my peers are going through. I was given the silver spoon. But now it's up to me if I take the silver spoon and eat with it. So, meaning in other words, it means that how am I going to take over? It's up to me to take over. So, those are one of the things that have been nagging me actually for the longest of time, way before 2022, since I was born basically, or since I just started realizing things that this is life. It's adulting. There's certain things you have to be responsible of. There's certain things that you have to do even if it's not up to you. But it is what it is. So I remember one time I was having a conversation with my colleagues. I told them, guys, in life, we should be grateful for whatever we have. Because look at it this way. I might be born in a family business and I'm lucky. But at the same time, I'm put in a box. That is one disadvantage that I have compared to you. One disadvantage that you have is you may not have much at the beginning like I have. But you have freedom of flexibility. You can choose whatever career you want to do. You can do whatever you want. And that allows you to be more flexible than me in this instance. So you have everything to do for yourself, like choose your career, choose your residence, or whatever you want to choose. You have more flexibility than I have. So yes, you see, I have advantages and disadvantages. You have advantages and disadvantages. So at the end of the day, we should just be grateful for whatever we have in our lives, because again, life is just not fair. It's just not fair. So yeah, that's one of the conversations that I had with my colleagues at work, just describing how I feel and how I see things on different sides, like peer to peer. So life, yeah, almost burned out. Succession, it's just a lot. Just a lot of family dynamics. However, I'm not gonna dwell too much on it. But what I wanted to share was a moment of reflection to you guys, just to see what I see, what I've been through, what I'm still going through. And yeah, this everything is about me. So, what do I have to say for someone, you know, what do I have to say for someone who wants to do something with themselves? Just know that life has different odds of success. Our odds of success are very different because of who we are, how we're made, how we groom ourselves, how we build ourselves. So our mental models, our physicality, our spirituality, every dimension of life will differentiate you with your peers. So what you should focus on is your own process, your own journey, because you can't be playing one game and expecting the same results. You're gonna play one game but have different results, because the gap between expectation and reality is your own result. So I want to tell you guys that this is your journey. Your life is important. Your life is your life, so know it while you have it. And whatever you can do with it, make sure that you're doing it at the best of your ability. And make sure that you excel. And even though you don't excel as you want it to be, know that life, the odds of success, means that not everything will go your way all the time, but your odds of having a better life will be more than the odds of having a bad life. So just keep on expanding yourselves by reading, exercising, spending time with family, spending time with friends, making sure you build a business. Just improve your life and everything will work out. Just don't want to prolong everything, but I have shared whatever I had to share. So I hope you guys can make use of it. And again, this video was inspired by a very good friend of mine. Again, the link is in the description box below. Do check it out. And yes, please do also subscribe to my channel. Like this video. If you have any comments, please comment. What do you feel? What do you have to say? Have you gotten some value out of this video? And also please do share with your friends, with your family, so maybe someone who is going through something can hear this. The aim for me is just to have one or more people to be inspired by this and take a lesson out of it. That's my goal. So yes, guys, take care. I'll see you in the next one.